For the first part of the game, obviously they didn't look like a 1-12 team. What did you think of just what the effort they came out to play with tonight?
Yeah, it's what we expected. Rival series here, their compete level's high. Get Marnell back in lineup. I thought gave him a spark, but they competed. I thought 5-on-5. I thought it was a battle.
Did it look like a team that maybe had 2 weeks to prepare for you guys too? I mean, it's a little different situation than normal. It reminded me of like a bowl game in college football where you can have 2 or 3 weeks to get ready for a team to play. But,
yeah, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I thought St. Lawrence played heavy and he played hard on us. I didn't think we had a very good game tonight. In all honesty, I thought we refused to go north with pucks and make simple plays, and we made things really difficult on ourselves tonight.
On the 2 power plays where you scored in the second period. Obviously, they both almost look like the same kind of goal. Just a really nice pass from Nico, and then Sheldon capitalizing. What did the first one do for your team though to get that first one?
Yeah, we weren't generating a ton at that point in time. We maybe had we had a couple really good looks that didn't finish. We had that throughout the game. We had some close calls, but power play's been a backbone of us. It's given us support. It kept us in games, put us ahead in games. It's been a key cog for us offensively, and those was a couple of real nice plays.
Obviously, with Sheldon, the way he scores, he tends to kind of get the crowd going too. How does that help sometimes when you're home and you get a player that, the second goal, you almost kind of waved to the crowd after he scored it? I mean, is that something that can fire up the whole team in the building, sort of?
Well, he's a goal scorer, right? So he likes to score. That's for sure. We rely on that line heavily, rely on our power play heavily, and they came through for us tonight.
What do you kind of expect in tomorrow's game? It'll be a similar style of game, or it could be totally different?
Yeah, I'm expecting you're gonna have to earn every inch of the ice. It's going to be a game that's going to be competitive. It's we're going over there in their rink. Like I said, it's this weekend. They're looking. I thought they had their compete level was really high tonight. I thought they won more one-on-one battles than we did for pucks. And I thought they came through neutral with pretty good speed on us. It was one of those games where could have gone either way. I was pleased with our guys. We found a way to win that game tonight. We'll regroup here and get prepared for tomorrow.
Let's start obviously with the power play goals. So the first one that you guys scored, what did that do for the whole team to get that goal at that moment?
Yeah, I mean obviously going down 1-0 at home is tough, but I thought we did a really good job coming out in the second period with a lot of energy, and was able to get the first power play goal. It was huge for us, and we kind of kept rolling from there.
And the pass on both of them, I mean, what was the pass like on the first goal that you got? What was that?
Yeah, it was a good play. Neeks found Bross there, and Dev kind of always seems to know where I am. And I think that's why we have such good chemistry. He's always looking to pass first, and that was a great play by him.
And it almost looked like the whole net was open for you too on that shot. Did you feel like that yourself down there at ice level, or
Yeah, I mean, I know like one of their defensemen was crashing in pretty hard, so I was kind of worried about that. But they just tried to shoot it quick. I think I one-timed it and was able to find some open net.
And the second goal too, looked like you had a little bit less of an angle on that one, but it was still the same kind of play, a really quick pass. You're all of them there. What'd you think of that particular play?
Yeah, it was a good play by Nico as well. Cal up top to find Neeks, and then having that cross crease pass, that was a good look, and was able to kind of grab it and wipe it off a little bit, and was able to put it upstairs.
I know obviously it's hard to talk about yourself, but I was just curious, the enthusiasm you always have after goals. What did that do with a crowd like this, to kind of the way you reacted, especially the second one? You almost looked like you were kind of celebrating it with the fans that were behind the glass there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these games are so much fun for us, and having a sold-out rink like that, and I guess just playing with the emotion. That's kind of the way I play, and feeding off the crowd. I love playing in front of a sold-out crowd like that, and so have a little fun with it for sure.
What do you kind of expect in tomorrow's game? Do you think it'll be a similar style game as tonight's was, or
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've only played there once, but just dating back to last year, it was pretty hostile, and definitely a lot of fun to play in those games where you go into someone else's rink and hopefully get those 2 points. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I wanted to ask you about the 2 power play goals you guys scored. What was it like on your end of the play?
Yeah, I just think we've had really good chemistry, and we're not really in fixed spots there, so we kind of know how to fill in for each other, and we just know we're at each other in the zone, and just got good chemistry going right now.
And the way like Sheldon can finish plays, if you can get it past him like that, are you pretty confident he's going to be able to do it most of the time?
It's obviously his biggest strength as a hockey player. The angles he can score from. It's makes my life a lot easier because I just have to give him the puck, I guess. But that's what he's been doing all year for us.
I was surprised, really, especially the second one, that he was that wide open again. Like, did you think maybe after the first goal that they might have had somebody kind of hanging around?
Yeah, I think though that the second one was kind of a broken play. You know, it wasn't like didn't come from a setup. You know, we just kind of used what the game gave us there, and you know, worked out for us.
That can show why you guys have had such a good first half of the year, because you might not be able to, you know, dominate the game the whole game, but when you need to, you can get the goals that kind of matter.
Yeah, you know, that was the biggest thing for us today, and I think maybe last week as well, is that, you know, at some points, you know, we might, you know, might be a little sluggish at times, but I think we're good at dialing in. When we need to. It might be one of the biggest differences compared to last year.
And the empty net goal, I was going to ask you about that too, because, you know, obviously any empty net goal is big, but how big was that one? Because you guys were kind of going to be in a two-person down situation in that spot if you hadn't scored that.
Yeah, I knew that, you know, there might be a situation where we might have to play 4 and 6 with them pulling the goalie. So, you know, it was just good we got it out of the way there. Yeah.
And normally I would assume those aren't as fun as getting goals against a goalie, but in that case, did it feel as good as if you'd had to make a nice move to beat a goalie on that play?
Yeah, I mean, to me, you know, it doesn't really matter how I help out the team. If it's a nice goal or a dirty goal, I don't really care. You know, we got the job done here, and we're halfway done for the weekend. We want to win another one tomorrow.
That's what you thought of the way you guys handled some early difficulties, you know, being behind against a rival. You guys look like you kept playing your game, though, didn't panic or anything.
Yeah, I think it took us a little bit to settle in. But, you know, I think the important thing is we found a way to win tonight, so we just got to continue that tomorrow night.
What were they doing well against you guys early in the game? Was there anything they were doing that was effective, you know?
No, I think they just moved the puck north fast and have quick transition, so it's something we need to look at for tomorrow.
Did you kind of expect, I mean, having been through these games for 4 years now, did you kind of expect that even if their record wasn't the greatest, that they were going to come out and play this like they usually do? You know? Yeah. Obviously, it's a huge rivalry. You know, everybody knows about it. So obviously, the intensity's up for this game. We're just gonna come out tomorrow with a jump on and jump on them early. When you guys finally got the power play goal, what did that do for just the whole team in general? Like, you know, to capitalize on that right away.
Yeah, that's huge. I think that's one of the points where we settled in as a team, and you know, it made us, you know, a bit more comfortable and kind of settle us down a little bit. So we know we had to jump from there.
And when Sheldon scores too, he tends to score kind of dramatic type goals. I mean, he has good reactions. What does that do for a team too, to see a guy get that fired up about a play,
right,
get the fans going and stuff? It's
awesome. You know, that intensity, that emotion for the game. You know, it's something that, you know, the team builds off of.
What do you kind of expect in tomorrow's game? I see you've been through a lot of these games at Appleton before, including playoff series. You know.
Yeah, I think the intensity is going to be even higher than it was tonight. You know, obviously they haven't had that good of a first half of the season, so you know, it's our last game of the first half, and we're trying to keep our streak going, and it's a rivalry as well. So you know, the intensity is going to be high.
Well,